Days turned into weeks, but Ahmed's hope never wavered. He prepared for the journey, knowing it would be perilous, but determined to reunite with Aisha. Finally, the day came when the merchant returned, carrying a letter from Aisha. Her words echoed his own determination and love, and she eagerly awaited his arrival. Aisha's letter was filled with shock and happiness at receiving Ahmed's letter. She wrote about how she had been writing letters and sending them with no hope of receiving a response, but was overjoyed that God had answered her prayers. She described the challenges she faced, the fear and uncertainty, and how she couldn't wait to be with him again. "Ahmed, my love," she wrote, "I cannot describe the joy and relief I felt when I saw your letter. I have faced many challenges, but the thought of you kept me going. I pray every day for our reunion, and I know we will be together soon." With renewed vigor, Ahmed set out on the dangerous journey to find Aisha, guided by the promise of their love and the hope that had kept them alive through the darkest times. Each step he took was fraught with peril, as the region was still under the shadow of the insurgency. He traveled by night, using the cover of darkness to avoid detection by both insurgents and military patrols. During the day, he sought refuge in abandoned buildings and dense forests, always alert for any sign of danger. Before he embarked on his journey, the merchant who had delivered Aisha's letter to Ahmed warned him of the dangers ahead. "Ahmed," the merchant cautioned, "it is extremely dangerous for a lone traveler to cross over to the other camps. I travel under the guise of a humanitarian worker with soldiers protecting us. They don't transport civilians unless you have money for bribes, which I know you don't have. You must be very careful." Ahmed nodded, understanding the gravity of the situation. "Thank you for your help and your warning. I will find a way," he promised. One night, as he navigated through a deserted village, Ahmed heard the distant sound of gunfire. His heart raced, and he quickly took cover behind a crumbling wall. He knew he had to move cautiously, as a single misstep could lead to his capture or worse. His mind was filled with thoughts of Aisha and the letters that had sustained him. He whispered a silent prayer for strength and continued on his way. Food was scarce, and there were days when Ahmed went hungry, surviving on wild fruits and whatever scraps he could find. He grew weaker, but his determination never wavered. The thought of Aisha's smile and the sound of her laughter kept him going, even when his body felt like giving up. One particularly harrowing day, Ahmed found himself caught in the middle of a skirmish between insurgents and national forces. Bullets whizzed past him as he crouched low in a ditch, covering his head with his hands. The sounds of war surrounded him, but his thoughts were singularly focused on reaching Aisha. When the gunfire finally ceased, Ahmed crawled out of the ditch, his body shaking but his resolve unbroken. He knew he had to keep moving, and with every step, he drew closer to the camp where Aisha was. The journey was long and arduous, but his love for her gave him the strength to persevere. As he approached the camp, he saw the familiar sight of tents and makeshift shelters. His heart pounded in his chest, and he quickened his pace, his eyes scanning the faces of the camp's inhabitants, searching for Aisha. Finally, he spotted her, standing by a group of children, her face lit up with a warm smile as she taught them a lesson. "Aisha," Ahmed called out, his voice choked with emotion. Aisha turned, her eyes widening in disbelief as she saw Ahmed running towards her. She dropped the book she was holding and ran to him, tears streaming down her face. They embraced tightly, neither of them wanting to let go. The world around them faded away as they held each other, their hearts beating as one. "I thought I'd never see you again," Aisha whispered, her voice trembling. "I promised I'd find you," Ahmed replied, his voice filled with joy and relief. "No matter what, I knew I had to find you." The days that followed were a whirlwind of emotions and activities for Ahmed and Aisha. Reunited at last, they spent every moment together, catching up on the time they had lost. They shared their stories of survival, their fears, and their dreams for the future. Their bond grew even stronger as they realized how much they had endured to be with each other. In the subsequent weeks, Ahmed and Aisha became pillars of strength and support within the camp. Ahmed, with his newfound hope and energy, helped build more shelters and organized activities to uplift the spirits of the camp's inhabitants. His experience in moving between camps proved invaluable, and he worked closely with the camp organizers to improve living conditions. Aisha continued her work with the children, but now with Ahmed by her side, she felt an even greater sense of purpose. Together, they started literacy programs and set up a small school, teaching not only the children but also adults who had missed out on education due to the conflict. Their love and dedication to each other became an inspiration to everyone around them. Months passed, and Ahmed and Aisha's efforts began to bear fruit. The camp slowly transformed from a place of despair to a beacon of hope. The community grew stronger, with people supporting one another and working together to create a better future. Ahmed and Aisha's love story spread throughout the camp, giving people hope and reminding them of the power of resilience and unity. Despite the constant threat of danger, Ahmed and Aisha never let fear dictate their actions. They planned for their future, dreaming of a day when they could return to their homeland and rebuild their lives. Their love gave them the strength to face any challenge, and they knew that as long as they had each other, they could overcome anything. In the quiet moments, when the camp was still and the stars shone brightly above, Ahmed and Aisha would sit together, hand in hand, and talk about their dreams. They spoke of building a home, starting a family, and living in peace. Each day was a step closer to that dream, and their love was the foundation upon which they built their hopes. As the months turned into a year, Ahmed and Aisha's story became a legend within the camp. They were not just survivors, they were symbols of hope, love, and the unbreakable human spirit. Their journey had been fraught with peril, but it had also been filled with moments of profound beauty and connection. Together, Ahmed and Aisha faced the future with unwavering hope and determination, knowing that their love had the power to heal not only their wounds, but also those of the people around them. Their story was a testament to the enduring power of love amidst the chaos of conflict, a reminder that even in the darkest times, love could light the way. Together, they faced the challenges of their new reality, drawing strength from their love and the promise of a brighter tomorrow. Their letters, once their only connection, now served as a reminder of their journey and the unbreakable bond they shared. Through the darkness of conflict, their love had not only survived but had grown stronger, a beacon of hope for all who heard their story. Their story is a testament to the enduring power of love, the strength of the human spirit, and the beauty of northern Nigeria, even in its darkest times. Join us in celebrating the resilience and hope of Ahmed and Aisha, a love story that defied the odds. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this incredible story of love and resilience.